How do I consistently get under $15 a mega hash on the secondary market for GPUs? Well, the answer is very simple by looking only for that. And I guess I have to tell you the beginning of the journey, and I'll be extremely short on why this video is being made. Because when you're trying to buy GPUs, graphics processors, to build a rig, to game, to do any type of thing right now, you have to choke Odin and you have to rip off his left leg and sell it to Hades to get these GPUs. It is way too hard to buy graphics processors right now. So I did the whole waiting in line at Micro Center, buying a tent. I haven't waited at Best Buy quite yet, but that seems to be the next route of action. And it's just freaking hard. So if you've been through this rigmarole to try to find any of this stuff, it's just difficult. So long story short, I'm going to show you guys how I went about finding all my GPUs for under 15 mega hash. Some of them I got for 12. Some of them are even 10 mega hash. And yeah, so here we go. Okay, so the market sentiment right now is that everything is around $10 to $20 a mega hash. Some things are even $22, $23, and $24 a mega hash for some cards, like a 3090 at scalped prices. And I want to go over why they're so expensive in the first place. One, yes, people are charging more, but there's more to the equation than them just ripping us off. And one of the things is that when you buy something, you have sales tax. Sometimes it's upwards of 10% depending on your state. So I bought a 3090 from Micro Center for $1,700. Okay, it was an open box. It was a FTW, a For the Win 3 Ultra, and I got that. With tax, it was $1,893, almost $200 in tax. And then after that, when I sold it on eBay, eBay charged me 12.55% of the purchase price in eBay fees. So by the time you're done with it, you're paying 22.55% of the entire price of the item, which is astronomical. And you're paying the eBay fees on the taxes you paid at the store before. So after it was all said and done, I think I paid $2,200 to $2,300 for that 3090, and I sold it for like $2,500. So realistically, there's not much give or room here on eBay for people to make a lot of money, which is why you're getting charged so much for your cards. Now, I can't account for like 3060 selling for $1,400, $1,500. You know, that's quite a window. They're making a couple bucks on that one because I think that they're $550, $600, depending on even $400 at Best Buy, depending on which ones you get and what model you get. So anyway, I kind of wanted to go over that. All right, guys, let's take a look real quick because I made a breakdown basically of eBay GPU pricing, and I'm going to post this below so you guys can all download it and be able to follow along with me, or just use it as a measurement for what you need in the future to buy cards secondary market. So right here I wrote down basically every single card that was on what to mine, AMD and NVIDIA. I only wrote down NVIDIA at first because AMD has a little bit of a difficult time switching algorithms. And so if we look right now, I went through every single used price on eBay as of 10/6. So this is about 6 days old, or not 6 days old or so, which the market can change, but I don't believe it's probably changed that much. We've been around, you know, a 480 or a 580 has been floating in between 300 and 400, sometimes 450, sometimes 280 for months now. So anyway, let's look at this thing, and we can go right here to our cards, and then we can go to, so I made a couple figures up, and then I just for my own calculation. So if we go to dollar to mega hash right here, you can go sort ascending, and then you'll see the lowest right now with used prices, the 1066 gigabyte, which gives 25 mega hash, costs about $13.86 per mega hash. Now this number right here, the 244 that I put in light green, if you guys download it, what I did was sometimes mega hash is only in accordance with ETH algorithm or ETH hash. So what I did was I calculated for some cards their highest dollar daily rate, and then I divided that for how much the card costs. Because sometimes some cards do better with altcoins than they do with Ethereum. So I thought, you know, this isn't this isn't a true proper barometer if I don't give the card justice by at least calculating it by the very best it could do per day. So back over to here. This card can do $1.42, which I believe the best is ETH hash. I'll show you a little bit later on. And so I put a price under 15 mega hash, passes, which means that the current going price right now on the eBay market, it already passes $15 a mega hash or under. And then I wrote on the next one here. So the 1080 is the first one that does not pass, or the 64. Let's just do the 1080. So the 1080 does not, one of the first ones that doesn't pass, and does 34 mega hash at $2 per day. I believe this actually does better on an altcoin, but we're at 266. This is kind of a number that's made up. It's just the number that it makes per day according to the price. And I try to keep this number pretty low, within under the 300 mark. It's not like a typically used number in the community, but I kind of made it up for myself so that I had a good understanding on how well I'm doing with a card and how much it costed me. And so I put over here price under 15 mega hash. So a 1080, if you get it for the eBay value, and I calculated taxes into this thing as well too. Okay, so if we look at my, oh, it's not going to tell me. If we look at, let me see. Yeah, okay. So how I did was this number to mega hash, this dollar to mega hash, means that it's $14.56. But the reason why it's so specific is because what I did was I did right here. So the price under 15 mega hash, which is this price right here. And then I did times 1.1, which adds an additional 10% onto it. Actually, I need to, realizing this now, I actually need to do 1.155. Actually, it needs to be the algorithm. No biggie. We'll just shift these all a little bit. It's just slightly off, about 2% off. Okay, so all of these are accounting currently right now for the taxes that you'll pay on eBay according to the price, in addition to the price itself. So if we come down here and look at the left, I said price under 15 mega hash, which is the price right here. And then I did times 1.1255, which is the price of the item, plus 12.55%, which is eBay fees, divided by the mega hash, which gives us $14.90 per mega hash, which is still under that 15 mega hash mark. So this number, price under 15 mega hash, tells you how much you have to buy it from eBay for to get it under 15 mega hash. And that'll even be under, even with the fees that they're going to charge you. Now shipping, if that has to be included in this total price, but if shipping goes over it, you know, you might be a little over 15, a little under 15, depending on how much your shipping is, whether you got insurance, etc. Anyway, I also put a price difference tab. So if you go right here, and that'll kind of tell you how far you are away in the market from being under 15 mega hash. So like if we go down here to the 3090, we're $850 away from being under 15 mega hash, which means that you're going to have to find a supernatural deal on eBay for you to be able to hit that under $15 a mega hash mark. But if we come over to here to something like this, like the 1080 Ti, well, we're only $125 from the current market rate that we need for under $15 a mega hash, which is pretty close. You might actually find that regularly. Now, I just bought a 3080 for $1,250 non-light hash rate, but that is the only one I've seen in a very long time come through eBay. So that being said, this is pretty useful. Now, the figures are a few days old, but it at least will show you a couple things. And it'll show you how much you're currently going to pay per mega hash. So right now, $1 per mega hash, if we sort ascending here, this 1060 is the best. If you go all the way to the top, it's showing that the 3080 Ti is actually doing the worst. Now, one thing that's nice is maybe you're like, okay, well, I'm mining, I have a 3080 Ti and I'm mining altcoins, I'm not mining Ethereum. Well, come up right here to this dollar to dollar. which is basically the daily max rate that it makes divided by the total unit price. Right here. And then we're still at the 3080 Ti light hash rate for how much it makes per day, for how much it is on the market. Still the worst. It also shows you that if you go to price difference, we're still $700 off that marker, off the total price that you would need to come down to be able to hit your goal. So you'd have to get that for $1,100 on eBay for you to be able to cover your fees in addition to everything else and be under $15 a mega hash. So it's kind of an expensive card. You could go to something like, I love the 1660 Supers. I look for them now, like the Accelerates, the PNYs. I just bought one for $400. It was $443 with all the taxes, and it was Hynix memory, so I got 35 mega hash out of it, which brought my mega hash down to very, very low. But yeah, that's basically what I wanted to show you guys. I'll add this to the comments. In the next video, I'm going to go over how to make sure that you're safe during the ETH2 transition. So I basically did all the calculations for the cards for what their next coin gives them. So basically you have Ethereum if it's their main one, and if it's an altcoin's the main one, I put it as yellow right here. So that means that these are already as they're going to be. They're not going to shift during ETH 2.0. But, and obviously this isn't accounting for the shift that the market's going to have when the hash rate from GPUs jumps over to altcoins, but it's a proper barometer to kind of see what cards are doing the best on altcoins in comparison to others. So if you go right here to percentage loss, I'm not going to go over all this, but if you go to percentage loss, like some of these, the 2080 Super, when it goes to an altcoin, loses 48% of its hash power, which, you know, let me delete that. Which is quite a bit of its hash power. That means you're losing half your card. Now, if you come up to a card like this, you know, the 3070 Ti, it's probably already doing altcoins, but something like this, like a 2060, you're only losing 6% of your hash power when you go to an altcoin, assuming that there's not a massive GPU dump onto altcoins. So something to keep in mind as we're transitioning over to Ethereum. I'll post that video next or the one right after. But I'm going to put this in the comments. That way you guys can kind of follow along and see where the market's at with your GPUs. I know that the mega hash is not exactly as it should be. Somebody already told me that. Here's the thing. I did all of them on what to mine, so it was congruent and it had like a synonymous source. If you want to change it to your own mega hash, it's real simple. Go in here. And you're like, okay, well, let me go to cards here, sort ascending. You're like, my 3080 non-light hash rate gets 99, which is what somebody told me. Well, that's fine. Just click 99 in there, enter. It'll change all your... So just go in here under your 3080 non-light hash rate, put 99 in or whatever you're going to get, go on eBay and put in the figure that you get for your used cards, and it'll auto do the calculations for you. I did all of these with algorithms and formulas, so you can put your own figures into all these and it'll punch you out the numbers that you need to see. Say that you're getting these cards for a certain price or yada yada for a certain price or whatever. Well, that's fine, you know, that's fine. Then just put these in here in accordance to what you're currently buying them at or what you can buy them at, and that'll kind of give you the figures. But anyway, it was just a short video. I wanted to show you guys how I'm getting cards for under 15 mega hash.